I'm coming to terms with that this is bigger than me. But if I can be a vessel
Mm-hmm.
for a greater good, then I have to.
Mm-hmm.
See, once you know better, you got to do better. Before my accident, I was in a type of transition. I ended up driving a truck carrying a hazardous material. This particular night, I was carrying hot tar. There was a mechanical issue that was beyond my control, and the truck ended up on its side with me being unconscious. And hot tar started coming in through the back of the cab and got on my left arm and my hand. And the only thing that saved my life was my hair being down that night because it prevented the tar from getting on my neck. It was horrific. When I felt the truck start to go over, I pretty much thought it was over.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that I wasn't going to injure anyone else. That was my main goal because I pretty much figured it was over for me. But I woke up with a bright flashlight in your eyes and they're screaming, "Driver, driver, get off the truck," because nobody's coming into the truck
Mm-hmm.
because there's hot tar
Mm-hmm.
leaking everywhere. So it was a rebirth of sorts because I had to save myself because no one was coming in to save me. And I even had to like put my hand in the tar to prop myself up to climb up to get out the truck.
Oh, okay.
I say it's a rebirth because it was like coming out of that primordial ooze almost from thoughts of certain death.
Mm-hmm.
And then I woke up and it was surreal. I wasn't fully aware of how devastating my injuries were. I almost lost my arm. It came a point where I couldn't take the pain anymore. It was unbearable. And so I hit bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had a choice. I had a choice to suffer and let this injury overcome me and become me, or I could show people that are helping me how grateful I am, that I know you're putting me through this so I can get better.
What I noticed was there was a real openness to the community and just learning more. That's where I noticed that there was a real shift and a desire to learn. So I definitely saw you find your voice and find the helper in your, voice. And, you have to be brave to do that.
I was in group homes growing up, and so I already had a distrust for the medical profession, but once I hit bottom, all of those defenses were gone. I made a choice to be receptive to therapy, counseling. It gave me a window into a functional, active, happy life past your surgeries. And I left for work one day and didn't come back for 50 days. I'm different.
Mm-hmm.
And again, because I felt like I was a new piece of clay, I could mold this in a certain kind of way. I didn't forget about my past struggles that I've had and success and triumph. Everything wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the feelings that I had prior to my accident, my idea that I can fix things on my own without other people's help, were no longer my feelings after the accident. So I knew that change was an active thing. But I had to change. Had to give it a try, and it was one of the best things that I did because, again, it opened my eyes to I'm not the only one that's going through this.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, I realized that I had a lot to offer, even to the point where I'm thinking about going into therapy as a career. But it wouldn't have even been a thought if it wasn't for this group. Once I left the hospital, where I go to therapy, Inner Circle, I had the idea, the vessel, things coming in, to ask Inner Circle, could we do a toy drive? They said yes. They were all aboard. We got an awesome response. I think we brought in 500 pieces.
That was a huge, impact you had. And it started with something you experienced where it was like, hey, how can we make that experience better for other people. For us to see someone use it as an opportunity to become a better person and to become a better person by helping other people, it deserves the recognition.
Only good can come from doing good. It needs to be done. And I recognize that now.
Yeah.
It's rewarding and fulfilling to be acknowledged. I'm appreciative, but I feel like I have so much more to give. Like, you haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah.
I'm sincerely thankful. For a number of reasons, for the acknowledgement, one, and for being able to do things for other people, because it helps me as well. I'm sorry if I'm getting emotional. Good stuff.